Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So I'm just going to go, we've got obviously round 2 of Super Rugby this weekend. So I'm just going to go through my Super Boost scores and my predictions for the weekend. And just to prove that I am a completely unbiased channel, this will be the only time this year I'll wear the Stormers cap. So just so I actually go through them all. Plus I did pay for it, so I might as well wear it. Okay, so the first game of the weekend, we've got the Highlanders versus the Reds. And I put the Highlanders to win by 9. The Reds have, I was going through the game stats, and the Reds have only won 2 games in the last 3 years away. So that's pretty atrocious. I think last year they only won one game away, which is pretty bad. So I think that trend's going to continue, and I think the Highlanders are going to win by 9. Then we've got the Sunwolves versus the Waratahs. The Sunwolves have never beaten the Waratahs, and even though they're at home, I put the Waratahs to win by 17. I think there's going to be a lot more pain for the Sunwolves until they get into the swing of things. Then we've got, obviously, I think the game of the weekend, we've got the Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. And I looked here and I said, the Hurricanes have not beaten the Crusaders since 2016 at home. So I think this is going to be a tough ask for them. I've put the Crusaders by 8. I think it's going to be a very, very bruising encounter, and I think it's going to be a really, really tough game. Then we've got the Brumbies versus the Chiefs, and I put the Chiefs to win by 11. And I think the last time the Brumbies played was 2016, so it's been quite a while that they've played each other. Then next game we've got the Sharks versus the Blues playing in Durban. I put the Celsius Sharks by 6. And the last time that these two teams meet, I think the score was 63-40 in favour of the Sharks, and that was in New Zealand. I just think that the Sharks may be a bit too... I think the Blues are a completely different side this year, and their game against the Crusaders did show that they're a completely different team. But I think the Sharks tied 5 in the home ground advantage. I still think I'm going to give it to the Sharks, and I put the Sharks to win by 6. But I think it's going to be a very, very tough game, and depending on how Dan Dupree plays against Akira Ioane, I think it's going to be a really, really tough game. And I think Sabun Corsi on the one wing, Rico Ioane on the other wing, I think it's going to be a cracker of a game. Then we've got the Stormers versus the Lions playing at Newlands. The Stormers haven't beaten them. My records go back to 2016, and I don't think the Stormers have beaten the Lions ever in that time. I've got the Lions to win by 13. I know the Stormers are going to want to bounce back after the atrocious game from last week, but I just think the Lions are going to be just way too strong. I just think they've got class across the whole field, and that Stormers side, there's just a lot of politics happening in the back office, and it's really, really now rubbing out onto the field. And then the last game of the weekend, we've got the Jaguares against the Bulls, playing in Argentina. I've still got the Bulls to win by 10, and this is based on last week's game, because the Bulls don't travel well. They haven't beaten the Jaguares in the last 3 years at home, so we'll see. This is the litmus test to see if the Bulls are back. If they play the way that they did last week, then we know that they're on track. But yeah, to play in Argentina is pretty difficult, essentially playing against the full Los Pumas side. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, just put down your comments down below what you think the scores are going to be, what games you're looking forward to. My game is obviously, I think, is going to be the Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. I think it's going to be the game of the weekend. And I think the Stormers-Lions game might be pretty good. Actually, the Sharks-Blues game might, but still, yeah, Crusaders-Hurricanes probably the game of the weekend. Listen, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Chat soon. Bye.